welcome to today's video. Today this video is mainly going to be dedicated to the Florida Mayhem and Paris Eternal incident. If you don't know, I'll give you a little quick TLDR before I actually get to an article that was written by .esports. A member of .esports. I can't remember her name though. Whatever. But basically, the Mayhem were punished. Not really though, because they won the map. But the admins decided to do a redo on Circuit Royale because they use a game-breaking bug. For instance, I guess for references, here are the players who played during that match. So the Eternal, we got Glister, Naga, Khan, Vesola, and Dridro. This should be the other way around, but whatever. And then for Mayhem, we got Checkmate, Hydran, Someone, Anamo, and Sir Majid. So let's now have a look at the article. So it says, oh, there we go, by Liz Richardson. There we go. So it says the Florida Mayhem uses illegal play during Overwatch League match forced to replay round. So they were forced to redo the map, but it didn't really matter because they freaking won it and they won the match, so it didn't really matter. But it's kind of weird. So it says during the second match of the day on May 8th, the Florida Mayhem was facing off against the Paris Eternal on one of the game's new maps, Circuit Royale. Mayhem rolled out on attack using Mei and Symmetra and quickly used Mei's Iceboard to create a solid surface on a rooftop. They then used Symmetra's teleporter on top of the wall to bypass the first choke point and surprise the Paris Eternal. This was the match that they're talking about. So, well, I guess that's the play that they were talking about. So they just did a little quick teleport, and they went over the roof, and they landed on the bridge just to surprise them. I don't know how this is illegal. I guess because I think I did mention in my last video. I think there have been maps where you could easily do that. But I might be completely wrong. Maybe this is like the first instance of this happening. But I swear this has happened before. Not like bypassing a choke point, but obviously using the Mei wall and a Symmetra teleporter to go up to a higher place and surprise an enemy. That's a pretty normal strategic, not strategic, a strategy, a normal strategy for these Overwatch teams. They think outside the brain and they think outside the brain. They think outside the box. So I'm not that surprised that they did this, but it is surprising to me that it's actually illegal, which I think is really, really weird. Anyways, well, this was an exciting play that led to a quick map completion for the Mayhem. The excitement didn't last long. The Overwatch League quickly ruled it was an illegal maneuver and paused the match after the Eternal attack. So this is a tweet from Sean Miller, who I think is the Overwatch chairman, the Overwatch League chairman. Yeah, head of Overwatch League. There we go. So it says, while we understand this was a fun play, the ruling here is that using a Mei wall to reach unusable location with the Symmetra teleport is an exploit and has never been allowed in Overwatch League matches. This rule has been shared with teams and players prior to the start of the season. Goomba, I think, also tweeted that out, that they didn't know this was actually an exploit. I don't think they knew about this. Maybe it was just sarcasm. I don't know, because it's whole full sarcasm, but whatever. So according to a Twitter post by Sean Miller, head of Overwatch, blah 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 blah. So it says the core issue is the wall creates a flat surface for the teleporter, or an otherwise inaccessible surface like the slanted roof on Circuit Royale. Miller said in his tweet that the rule had been shared with teams and players before the season began on May 5th. As punishment for using the exploit, the Florida Mayhem was forced to restart the attack on Circuit Royale. Avala, who is the general manager for the Paris Eternal, said multiple staff from different teams brought up to the league what Mayhem did was not allowed by the rules before we did because it was a well-known rule. The league made a decision to reset the map without us asking for it. So that's actually interesting. I did not know because I only had to look at the clip, but apparently the teams, like multiple stuff from different teams, actually brought up before the Eternal did, which is actually interesting. So I guess it's obviously a universal thing. Well, yes, it was obviously a cool thing. Rules are rules. Um, Interesting that that's actually considered an exploit, and they had to reset the map. But just like I said, it didn't really matter. The the Mayhem still won that map. So it says here, so it was brought up, the exploit up to league officials, so once Soft did that. She also noted that the league already decided to have the Mayhem restart its attack before her team could even ask for it. Unfortunately for the Eternal, the Florida Mayhem took Circuit Royale even without the use of an exploit. The Mayhem won the match with a 3-1 scoreline. Just like I said, it didn't freaking matter. It really didn't matter. But it's interesting that obviously, it's interesting that this was actually illegal. Um, it's also kind of ironic as this was the first week of matches, and it was obviously going to be bound to be bugs and exploits and everything. So I mean, look, there it is. There it is. Yeah, that's all I can really have to say. Interesting about that. But yeah, I mean, that's all I can really say. I mean, second round was also a new map, so there's bound to be exploits or even bugs. And actually, now that I've actually talked about Goomba a bit, I'm going to try and find a tweet that he that he tweeted out. Hang on. So this is the tweet that was talking about Goomba. So it says here, according to Blizzard, this is the rule we violated during the match. We generally weren't aware it was an exploit. I think this rule is super vague, but in the future we'll check with Blizzard to make sure. So it says no exploit of known bugs are allowed. This includes roof surfing, Doomfist on Midtown, or any other known or unknown exploits. Now, this is weird. Just like I mentioned earlier about, the wall being used and everything. Look at this. And thank you to Twitter user. I can't pronounce your name, but I apologize for that. Look at this. Look at this. I've seen this so many frickin' times, and this is legit in a European, well, this isn't contenders, so they used the Maywall on a slanted roof, using the Samantha teleporter to go past its first checkpoint, or choke point. See? And they just walked above it. So, I don't understand why, well, I think it was British Hurricane, right? I don't know why British Hurricane didn't get freaking punished for that. But the Florida Mayhem did. Like, did that, what? This I don't really understand by Blizzard. Because, I mean, and so I guess it's kind of also like a good thing about Riot, because I'm comparing Blizzard to Riot, which I mean, two very different, I mean, two obviously gaming companies. One is more popular than the other. Both of them are pre-hated. One is more hated than the other, and you can make up your mind about that. But still, both of them involved a slanting roof, a May Ice Wall, and a symmetric teleporter, and one of them only got punished with it. This one didn't get punished. Apparently so. This one did not get punished, as what I'm seeing. So, yeah, exactly. There's no way War/Telly is against the rule how it's been used in pro play for years. Because, okay, I can maybe understand maybe the Doomfist slant. Maybe I can maybe understand that. Um, but I just don't understand how this part is illegal, even though they have, even though pro players have used it in the past. Like, look at this. Use a slanted wall. Use also a May Ice Wall. A slanted roof. May Ice Wall. Special teleporter. This exactly the same thing. May Ice Wall, slanted roof, special teleporter, and one of them only got punished. I don't understand that, but okay, whatever. This whole thing just confuses me. I get it that maybe Overwatch, maybe Blizzard didn't really like the Ice Wall teleporter meta. They probably didn't like that, so they just tried to squash it down, but it didn't really work because it's stupid. Why they punished this one, but they didn't punish it out, whatever. It's probably maybe also because it's a new game, so they kind of want to make sure that doesn't happen. But I mean, I bet like some team in Tier 2 is going to do it, and Blizzard ain't going to do shit about it. So I don't know. We just have to wait to see there. So that's really about it for me. I'll leave a link to this article so you can read it for yourself, and the Twitter post on Goomba as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.